Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Football Roundup. Once again, you're joined by myself and Taylor. Taylor, do you want to kick us off with, some of the things we want to discuss today?
Yeah, well, if you remember about last week when we were discussing whether Lampard would get sacked or not, it didn't take long to find out. He got
No.
sacked in the upcoming days.
So,
We're going to discuss whether the new takeover of Tuchel will be positive for Chelsea or whether it will just carry on the way it was going before.
It's we've sort of be seen as good predictors. I mean, we predicted Man United with the title. They lost last night to Sheffield United, and we've also predicted this Lampard to go. I think everyone knew though, didn't they, that Lampard would eventually be out of the club, don't you think?
Yeah, I think everyone knew it was coming eventually. It was just how quick it was going, really.
Yeah, I think it was poorly done. But it's over now for Lampard. There's still time for him to improve. But now you've got Tuchel at Chelsea. I know a lot of Chelsea fans are excited, but I don't know if I am. I'm not too sure about Tuchel.
I don't know. I know he's done well at play. I know he's done well. He started well at Dortmund.
Yeah.
But he got sacked from there. He did all right at PSG, but they kicked him out with 6 months to go there because they'd had enough of his attitude towards the board and towards the players. So I'm not sure how well he'll fit in at Chelsea, to be honest.
No, I mean, I've got some stats here about Tuchel as a manager. His stats are impressive. Let's just say that. So he's got a 62.96% win rate at Dortmund, and it was even higher at PSG at 74.8%. But you'd expect that at PSG, wouldn't you? You expect that, if you're managing by far the best team in French football, you expect that sort of percentage win rate. He's also won the DFB Pokal at Dortmund, and he won for both years. Both years was at PSG as well. He won the title. He's won things. He's a successful manager, but will he be successful with this Chelsea team? That's what I'm thinking.
That's the problem. Well, they did play Wolves the other day, and that was a 0-0 draw. But I don't think you can judge a lot of that game, to be honest.
Oh, no.
He had only had one game, one day even to train them. He didn't really know what he was doing. He should have looked into the players a bit more, though, because he did drop Mount straight away. He was one of Chelsea's best players. He played Hudson-Odoi at wing back.
Yeah,
you should have done a bit more research, to be honest.
It's
I don't know how happy the players. I don't know how happy the fans were that Billy Gilmore wasn't even on the bench.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird one, and I think what may be the issue for Chelsea is the relationship between Tuchel and a few of the players. Obviously, Mount was a fan favourite with Lampard, wasn't he? It's the same way he is with Gareth Southgate. But it's going to be difficult. I think it's obviously hard to predict. He's only just come in. For Chelsea's sake, let's hope they do better than they were at with Lampard. But I think it was just too early to get rid of Lampard. Should have given more of a chance. But getting Tuchel in to sort of steady the boat in a way, maybe a good appointment to just get Chelsea back on track in a way, get a nice league finish this season, and then think about glory next season.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be a good short-term manager, but that's Chelsea's way of having managers. So for them, it'll be a good signing.
Yeah,
I think people already look at him quite negatively, to be honest.
Yeah,
because all the Chelsea fans, they all romanticize Lampard's time at Chelsea and how amazing he was, and almost his legacy he created with his young players.
Yeah,
but he didn't have the choice to use those young players. It was just put on him. So now Tuchel's using the players he knows, like the German players, Thiago Silva and Pulisic, who he's played with in previous clubs.
Yeah,
everyone's already looking down on him. Whereas if he's been there for one day, he's obviously going to try and use the players that he knows.
Exactly, and that's Lampard had no other choice.
He had a transfer ban, didn't he? So
exactly. So he had to deal, and he's very done well with the players he had. He's similar to what Arsenal have sort of done in a way. Building it from the youth players. Integrating the youth players with the first team. But it'll be interesting to see what happens at Chelsea over the next 6 months or so. See where they finish into the season, and see what.
It'll depend if you can get it out of. It'll depend if you can get the best out of Werner and Havertz.
That's the question.
That's one reason they might have brought him in.
Yeah.
The German link. He knows German football. He knows how they like to play.
Yeah.
if he gets the best out of them and starts playing well with them, then it could turn around for Chelsea.